right. Did you get my invite? You did.
I did. I thought I accepted it.
Okay.
It says end
so.
party 0.
That's...
Try again.
Alright. Yay, betas.
Okay. Click here to join. Nothing much different.
Perhaps you should try.
Invited.
Okay, join. I've done that, and it looks like it's saying the same thing. Awesome. Okay, well... we'll figure it out, hopefully.
Yeah.
We should probably introduce ourselves and all that. So this is a new watch this. This is for Psyonix brand new Nosgoth, which is a third-person, first-person... Or, I'm sorry, that's redundant. Third-person sort of arena shooter that is actually set in the Legacy of Kain universe from so many years ago, back on the PlayStation 2.
Weird.
Or PlayStation universe, sorry. So yeah, this is it's having an open beta this weekend from August 7th to the 11th. So you should hop on. And if not, the game is like a regular $5. I think it's on sale for the weekend
cheap.
for like $2.50. So we're gonna show you just a couple bits of gameplay and stuff from Nosgoth and its beta weekend. So we should introduce ourselves. I'm Curtis Stone. I'm associate editor for Front Towards Gamer, and with me today is Morgan Park.
Yep, also an associate editor.
There we go. And yeah, let's hopefully this gets started and there's no issues. Because
perhaps we should just both jump into a random game.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Just talk about it as we're playing.
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool.
But you'll be seeing my gameplay.
Yeah.
So, whatever, if anything cool happens on Morgan's screen, unfortunately you will miss it. So, apologies for that.
I have no idea what Legacy of Kain is. Honestly, I've heard the name like that. Actually, when you said that, I was like, oh, that's something I've heard before, but I've never played it. Don't really know what it is.
I'm sort of with you. Like, I know a little bit more about it, I guess. It was sort of like a third-person platformer that was sort of based off this like vampire series. I think they initially started with the Legacy of Kain series was, I think, like a PC, almost like isometric game. And then it's sort of repopularized on PlayStation with the Soul Reaver series, which I think is the more popular of the two. And that's focused on, I'm going to probably get his name wrong, but Lazael or Azrael or something in that world. And that was more of a brawler type platformer.
Right.
And so I guess they're sort of revisiting that world with Nosgoth. But I don't think it's, aside from the minor references, I don't think it's going to be too weighed down with it. You need to know the rest of the universe to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is definitely sort of a competitive arena shooter. But it has some platforming elements to it. I know that the tutorial, when he plays a hunter, they have the ability to, run up walls and climb stuff really quickly.
Yeah, two distinctive playstyles, which looks like it could be a lot of fun, especially when you sort of have everything.
Oh, I'm already dead.
I'm sure I'll be right behind you. But yeah, as you can see, it's kind of standard fare. It's 4-on-4. Looks like you play as either the hunter or the vampires, which I honestly was kind of distracted while starting, so I didn't see if you get a choice in that matter, or if it's just sort of randomized every time.
Yeah, when I joined the match, I just randomly put on the humans.
But, the hunters obviously are going to be human, whereas the vampire are going to be sort of supernatural and are going to have powers to sort of show off their abilities. Like, this guy apparently is just like a giant titan who is just super strong. And then there's another guy running around that was like super speedy, super agile.
Yeah. Interesting so far, at least it seems like it, is that, most arena shooters, they all have different teams and may even be different species and such, but they play relatively the same just for the sake of balance.
Yeah.
This seems like vampires are all about getting in your face in melee, and the hunters are all about just shooting you from far away.
Right.
It's weird.
Just keep the distance. So
yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how that holds up.
Yeah. I'm just sort of, yeah, oh, interesting. I don't know how to get out of this, but I was just playing as hunters. I just got up on this big ledge and just sort of rained on them from up top, and then one of those vampires just hopped out of nowhere onto my face and sort of tearing me apart like a hunter from Left 4 Dead or something.
And looks like the vampires have, like, I'm guessing there's some way that you can maybe be healed or what, but they have this way that they execute you. Maybe it summons you back into the game faster. I haven't really spent too much time with it, but
from the tutorial, the vampire who sort of sucked their blood or whatever after they were downed or after they were dead, and it refilled your health.
Oh, okay, neat. There we go.
Just gonna stick with my dudes. I like the style of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not very often you see sort of fantasy elements and like medieval themed shooters. So
yeah, interesting. Nice. I played what's it called, Battle Cry, Bethesda's sort of free to play arena shooter at E3, and that has an interesting style too. But I'm sort of digging how much more colorful this is.
Yeah, a couple friends wanted me to check out Chivalry. I think is on Steam. I think it looked pretty easy. It looked different, I guess.
Yeah, I've actually played a certain amount. I own Chivalry, and that game is from its own sort of going for a really realistic sort of melee focused game. It's not anything like this, obviously. Like it's like hardcore first person sword and board stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah, this is a lot more close encounters as opposed to just far off sniping and whatnot. It looked pretty brutal too, from what I'd seen of it.
Oh yeah, heads roll. Let's see.
Heads up, guys. We got guys coming in. Our team's tactic of staying together does not really seem to be helping anyone. That seems to be making it worse for everyone.
Yep. We're just getting flanked. We're just getting they just literally just drop from above on us.
Yeah.
I don't know, these games always they always take a certain amount of time to actually get the feel of.
Right.
So far,
so fun.
Doesn't seem like the humans have much maneuverability at all. I can't even get up this little ledge here.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer. It is interesting though. It sort of evokes that same thing from like the one multiplayer Aliens vs Predator game they put out several years ago, where you just sort of have the vampires just stalking you from above. Maybe you don't even know where they are, and then they just pounce out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The class I'm playing is right now is the ability to throw down a wall of fire in front of them, which I guess would be good if one of them's charging towards me.
Is that the Alchemist? I should try that.
Yeah.
Let's do the Alchemist this time. Let's see what you got.
I don't know what I just did. Oh god.
We're hanging in there. We're not too bad. We're 13, or we're 8 to their 13, so we're not doing too bad.
Yeah, we're actually even right now. 5 or 10 versus 11. Staying pretty even. Oh boy. Definitely have to look up when you're human.
Yeah, it's 3-dimensional, definitely. Oh, okay, so she has a different weapon. See, that's cool too, like a different class, and she has a different weapon type. She has a, sort of a grenade launcher as opposed to just a crossbow.
Yeah, I've been finding more success with this grenade launcher than the bow.
Yeah, the arrows seem a little weak. I don't know how much this is comparatively, but
can you just like machine gun those things, or do you have to fire one at a time? That seems pretty friggin' weak.
You can hold it down, and it's a rapid fire, but it still doesn't seem like it's much success.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, I actually got a kill. I contributed. And now I'm dead. Yeah.
Oh, yep, so dead. I actually killed a zombie or a vampire from the grave there because he pounced through my wall of fire to get to me.
Nice. Those are always the best kinds.
My dad used to be really into Call of Duty 4 on the Xbox, and his favorite thing about that game was that martyrdom perk existed, so that he could drop a grenade after he died. And I would hear him playing from the living room in my room. He would die and be like, "Oh!" He'd like scream or whatever, and then 3 seconds later he'd be like, "Yeah!" So he's done the kill with his martyrdom grenade.
That used to be just a bane of me and my friends when we play Call of Duty. It's the same idea, except we were a little bit more on the opposite end, where we would be frustrated when we get martyrdom upon us, as opposed to getting out of
Sure.
something.
That was like universally the most hated thing about that game in the long run was martyrdom.
Yeah. No scoping, that's fine. Martyrdom, no, I draw the line at that.
Oh god, no scoping.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, it seems like this is a sort of a team deathmatch mode.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's what's going on. I wonder if there are other modes like sort of a modes that sort of try to mimic like a MOBA. I've seen what's that one game that is sort of a real-time shooter thing going on, but it's still a MOBA. It's actually kind of popular. I just can't remember the name of it.
It's on the tip of my tongue, and it's going to come to me when it doesn't even matter. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's what I thought this was.
Yeah, I think there are a couple other modes that I think you have to unlock as you level up. I don't think that they actually start. Unless it's just for the beta, they're not. I'm not sure. I have to check.
This from a structure standpoint, this is actually very similar to that battle cry game I was talking about. So, several different classes, but the difference here being that at least the classes the different teams play significantly differently, while battle cries is sort of a different colors of the same classes. That's true for plenty of other shooters in the same vein.
Yeah.
There we go. And my game is over. We won, I think? Oh, we're switching teams. Sweet.
Vampire's just about to win.
That was actually not the worst.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be the worst. I'm always like bottom. That's not entirely true. Once I get the hang of it, I can usually peter out about midway. But the first, yes, I'm typically the worst.
Yeah. Alright, vampire
Not
time.
last place. I'm happy.
I like this pouncing the vampires got going on.
Yeah. No, I was watching earlier. I saw a gentleman that was playing a player was playing as a vampire, and they launched across the arena onto another player. It was actually pretty cool.
Yep. I definitely prefer the maneuverability of the vampires so far. Seems like they don't sprint though. You hold shift or you hold the sprint button to sort of in free run or in climbing mode.
Yeah. But you still seem faster than humans.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
It's interesting that so this is the same developer as the older games of the series?
No, I think it's an entirely new developer. It's just relation and name only.
Okay.
I think Square Enix is involved.
Yeah, they're definitely backing it. They had a huge showing for it at E3.
Yeah. So you got sort of like a smoke screen. What else we got here?
I got a smoke screen, got the dodging thing where you sort of like matrix around bullets. You got the pounce. That's what I have, at least. There we go. Got a human.
Yeah.
Oh, friend got me. So when you're bound by that thing, you're unable to use weapons or climb, so sort of stuck for a while.
Feast.
So the only way to get health is to execute a human.
And it looks like you only have a limited time to feast before they respawn, and once they're respawning, their body's gone.
Alright, I'm gonna try to place that other Titan, whatever, mid-class Tyrant. So you got the charge. You got a ground pound. And you got, what, probably like a hardened skin mode.
There's, this map particularly, it looks like if you, as the vampires, get to leave, there's a tower right in the middle. It looks like you can just sort of camp out on and just wait the time out.
Huh.
Which I don't know if that's...
There's no way for humans to climb up that?
I don't think the humans can climb. I think if you just stay up here and stay out of sight, you'd pretty much be good to go. I don't know if they'll fix that, or maybe there's already people have exploited it.
Are they actually trying to do that right now? Is your team trying to do that?
Well, no, I'm just up here scouting it out. I think they're all still just down there getting kills.
Oh! Just did a ton of damage with that charge.
I just jumped into 3 people because I'm smart.
Oh. Let's try to do a ground pound.
Just try it.
I did like this the other class. You can just sort of be stalking them from above, and you get that little symbol, so you know your pounce is going to land on them.
Nice. So I don't think... No, okay. Even the Tyrant can climb, obviously a little bit slower, so that's interesting.
Oh, I just charged through 3 of them. So there's this like smoke grenade that one of our guys is throwing that's marking the enemies through walls.
Oh, nice. It's super convenient.
Well, I'm not being very stealthy apparently. I don't see anywhere on this map, maybe we're finding the same one, but there's a sort of, upper area where humans can't go, but they could definitely see the vampires if they needed to kill them. They needed to, couldn't just hide.
Is yours like a grassy sort of...
No, not at all. Mine looks like the inside of one of those temples with the machines in them from Skyrim.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I got you. It's a good enough description.
Yeah. Actually looks frighteningly similar to that. Seem to be naturally regaining health.
Oh, really? Yeah,
After I've been out of combat for a little while. So, there seem to be a good amount of items that you could, as of right now, purchase from the store.
Oh yeah, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of sort of in-app purchases.
Yeah.
Which that's fine. I mean,
Yeah, you know, it all depends. This isn't a free game.
No.
You know, it actually...
Yeah.
Actually tells
it's still
what
relatively
money.
cheap, but yeah, it's not.
Sure. You know, a game can be you know, ruined, or just, you know, be made much worse than it would need to be because of, you know, poor balancing and making a game, you know, pay to win and that sort of thing. But nowadays developers are getting much better about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I haven't looked at any of the items. I don't know, obviously, if they make it sort of a pay-to-win scenario. But the game also mentioned that it'll be adding crafting, so you could theoretically maybe craft some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's always made Dota really interesting to me.
Is the amount of support that they get to it.
Yeah, that, and just, you know, all the characters are completely free. The only thing you could possibly spend money on is purely cosmetic. League of Legends as you know, League of Legends is in a scenario where you pay for characters and that sort of thing, but it's not really pay to win because most would agree that you can be good with a number of, you know, base characters and you don't need to buy anything.
That's a genre I really cannot get into.
I really can't either. I've only played enough of League and Dota and that stuff just to know the very basics of how they work. Like,
Right.
I could probably watch a match and be somewhat entertained, but I would never really play them myself.
Yeah.
The only game I've ever like gotten into that's sort of like that is Awesome Nuts, and that's because that's like a very unique 2D simplistic take on it, and that's a very cool game. Oh jeez. I'm gonna pounce on this human that's away from the rest of them.
Take advantage of their stupidity. Hey, we might actually win a game. Huzzah!
Getting into the habit of pouncing on all of them,
Yeah.
and then like doing some damage, and then using that ability to dodge their bullets as they run away.
Yeah. So far, I've been much more enjoying playing as a vampire than.
Oh yeah.
I guess maybe it's just because it's not as typical as most shooters. I guess it's a little bit
You
different.
know, and that's something. I guess developers have to worry about when you're making a game that plays differently depending on which team you're on. So when you significantly enjoy one side more than the other,
Yeah.
it means you're not enjoying half the game because you could be playing as the other half.
Yeah. And plus, you've already now put so much time in as this one particular type. It's like, well, do I want to start all over again?
Yeah, I got this sweet vampire weapon, but I keep getting into the matches where I'm a human first.
We won!
Ooh, I won as well.
Well, they ended up winning because they destroyed us the first round, but still wasn't last place, so I'm happy.
Let's see, like one more match, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, each round is 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I'll jump in as well.
See if maybe I can try and invite you again.
Oh yeah, I'll try that again. Exit. Oh. Hey, I might be in with you. Let me see you actually. Nope, just says you're in lobby. Oh wait, there's a join button now. Wait, it says I'm already in your lobby. Wait, exit. Host's party is full. That's what it says.
Oh, I got an opening.
Oh. Join. Not too saying full.
Summerdown is the place that I will be playing in now. This looks different. Which is good.
So yeah, Siege, depending on this main menu, looks like Siege is the mode. That is not just Team Deathmatch.
Okay.
But no idea what that is.
Okay, so yeah, rounds are 10 minutes apiece, there's 2 rounds, and you play as different. You play as both parties. Okay. So yeah, that's not too bad. 20 minutes a game is actually pretty acceptable at this point.
Freeport is the map I'm on. It's one this one span a beach.
Man, that pounce is super satisfying.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing better in a game than something that just makes you feel superior.
Yeah. I think I'm level 2, I guess. Whatever that means. Profile.
Yeah, I was briefly checking it, but I didn't see any sort of like tier as far as leveling up. I saw like a lot of stuff that you could pay for.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if that's just something that I need to look better into or not. But if you have to pay to level up, that's kind of a bummer.
I do see the classic 2 types of currency in the upper right on this main menu.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your player gold, and whatever the blue orbs are that you probably have to pay for. Yeah, it's kind of unclear just by poking through here whether these power-ups I'm looking at, or these perks, or whatever you want to call them, are things that you would eventually unlock, or that you exclusively unlock through coins. But I already have enough to buy one of these just from one match. Like, I'm sure it's temporary or maybe one use, but you know, I would hope that it's not unreasonable. Like, I can probably get enough to use most of these in just a few matches if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And then there's equipment, which is also pretty affordable. Huh. Why isn't this game begun?
Oh dear.
Yeah, we should say that this is very much early access.
Yeah,
like,
thank you.
On Steam. Yeah.
This is very early access.
So they're just straight up, adding features that there's just stuff absent and stuff they might remove or change. So.
Well, that's pretty much anything that's on Steam. That's
yeah.
Pretty
much everything's early access. It's done to the point where I look at new releases, and I look at some indie game, and I'm surprised it's not early access.
But I think aside from this, I don't think I've played too many early access. Like, if you buy it, it's yours forever. Like, so you get all the upgrades and everything that you wouldn't have to pay again, right?
Yeah, and it's just. I guess you haven't played a lot of them, but I would say the majority of games I've played this year are early access. Just because, I typically will go on to Steam and just look at new random stuff. And yeah, it just so happens that the majority nowadays is early access. Which, the one rule that, I would follow is that, if it doesn't look fun, like you don't buy an early access game based off how fun you think it could be later. Like, you should only really buy in if you think it's looks worth the money that they're asking right now.
That's a fair.
Yeah, it's impossible to be disappointed at that point, unless they literally just go backwards and remove the stuff you liked. which
Which I don't think a developer would ever do that. I would hope not.
no. Let's see. No music, or maybe I have it turned down all the way. I have it turned pretty low, but
Yeah, I turn down the music when I play these just so I can hear everyone talking. But I would hope that they have some sort of music. It just seems.
oh, it's there. It's just like it randomly turns off and then will come back.
So far, I'm digging this. I might actually drop the $2.50 to $5 to play this considerably more.
Mm.
I'm not hating this. I'm sure I'd prefer to love it more when I spend more time with it and unlock my powers and stuff.
Oh man, I'm having fun with it just in these first couple matches, but I don't get the feeling that I would enjoy this for hours and hours at a time.
Yeah,
that's just my. I just generally don't like these type of games for very long. Oh my god.
Might be fun to do like an FTG game night or something.
Sure.
Have to chill out our parent site every now and again, just because they pay us the big bucks to do so. And by
Oh yeah.
Not.
I mean the opposite of pay.
Yes.
Oh boy. Man, that smoke screen blinds you as a human. Set you all on fire. Get a triple kill.
Good job.
Fire was useful.
You're still playing as the what's the class name? Archer, or not the Archer, but the other Archer.
Yeah, I just switched. I want to use that binding ability with the other guy. Whoa.
It's not my best round.
It's weird that your health in this game is in such large quantities.
Yeah. Yeah, as a vampire, I think you start as 1050 or no 10,000 or 1,000.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Oh. Oh boy. I don't know, with shooters in general, or I guess third-person shooters, I really like cover systems.
I think Gears spoiled all of us on that.
Yeah, Gears, and also, surprisingly, in the last year or so, probably my favorite multiplayer shooter, or I guess third-person shooter, would be The Last of Us. I actually really got into the multiplayer in that, and I've gotten into it again with the remastered version. I don't know. That game's really interesting because it's actually stealthy and it works. Yeah. This is definitely its own sort of thing where it's just all about the team and just keeping together and aiming well.
Yeah, there's really no sort of cover, which is kind of a bummer.
And we won.
Humans are close. Well, we're definitely not take this round.
I have an excellent win-loss ratio right now. Alright, I think I'll just chill here on the main menu until we're ready.
we can go ahead and call this a wrap if you like.
No, I'm fine. Just go ahead and finish your.
Okay.
Finish
Yeah,
your
I just got one more round. Wow, your experience grows very slowly in these games. If this were like a Call of Duty, we were already leveled up like 5 times already.
Hard to be prestiged 4 times. This game is yeah, it's not what I expected it to be. It's I don't know. I don't think I'm going to continue playing it. Or buy it. But that's purely because I don't really dig this sort of shooter, but it is very well made, and I enjoy that classes are very different.
Like it definitely is like unique enough and sets itself apart from everything else that I've played in this sort of same vein.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also even weirder that it's not free to play, because it's just sort of like screams free to play from the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I dug it.
It's still, again, it's $5, so
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's really cheap. Like if this looks fun to you, then you might as well just sort of hop in. Or if you're watching this in the next couple days, then it'll still be free. Even
just give the beta a shot.
the store page does not scream that it's free in traditional way. You have to sort of scroll down on the store page.
Yes, I've had a lot of people actually confused about that.
Yeah, myself included. If you scroll down, there's like this big button or banner that says, "Hey, click on this to actually download it." It's weird. I've never seen a store page where you click on anything other than the download button that immediately prompts you to start downloading the game. It's like that. It's not how Steam usually works, but yep. There's a bunch of different editions as well, like a bunch of different, slightly differently priced that come with a bunch of probably equipment and perks, I guess.
Yeah, there's upgrades and stuff. I think the most was like 60.
Yeah, it got up there, but I'm sure that comes with a ton of stuff.
We are getting destroyed this round. This is not good.
It's smaller scale. It's 4v4, which also sort of imitates the team sizes of arena shooters and MOBAs and that sort of thing.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see once this really starts getting like going, how it holds up in.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting to see.
I wonder if they're going to add more classes. That's probably if I probably just go to the store page, they'll probably tell me.
I think there
that they will.
I think you can buy a couple, and then I think I saw something on the community page that was saying that there's a couple classes incoming as well.
Okay, that makes sense. Because there are only 2 per faction right now. Oh, that's right. Yeah. There were the other ones that we just didn't have the other ones unlocked yet. There was that. It was in the tutorial. It was the flying guy. At least I saw like a few other ones on the menu somewhere. Let's see. The Nosgoth veteran pack is $250. It includes I don't know what the veteran pack is, but that's dirt cheap. Got the Warlord pack, which I'm sure comes with better stuff. That's $650 right now. And the Warband, which I'm sure includes better stuff. That's $10. There's also the veteran pack, or immortal pack. That is, I'm sure, crazy stuff. that is $25. And all of this is half the price it is usually, so.
So still $25 for the top tier thing, and that's still pretty cheaper than most, definitely than most console games and a lot of other stuff.
I would just hope that buying that doesn't immediately mean that you can
I'd hope it's not
squash
like
anyone who just bought it for $250.
That helps you out.
Sorry, I'm back.
No, it's all good.
Disconnected there for a second.
It's all good. It happened. Yeah, we're getting absolutely destroyed this round.
I wonder, some of those maps seemed, or at least the first one I played, was not huge. And I say that because one of those classes is a flying class, like you just straight up fly around.
Yeah, I had one of our players was playing that class too, and he just was taken to the air. It just seemed like he had almost like limited or limitless areas for him to go to.
Yeah.
Which was interesting.
Yeah, the first map I played was all indoors, so it would just hit a roof if you try to fly up. So, Steam just updated to add a feature that lets you hide a game that's in your library. So you can just mark any game that's hidden, and it's just gone off your library until you unhide it.
That's cute. I wonder, was there a big demand for that, I wonder, or...
Probably not like an outpour of demanding, but you know, I'm seeing people on Twitter and stuff being like, hey, this is actually kind of useful for... I know it's useful for me. I have a number of games on my list that...
You don't want your friends to know you play?
No, not that I don't want... I just don't want to have to scroll past them, you know, for games I haven't played in a year. I don't plan on playing.
Yeah. It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, just end this already. This is a massacre. Yay, it's over. Thank God. That was bad.
Puts you out of your misery?
Yes. 30-8.
Oh.
Still wasn't the worst player on the team. I'm happy with that. Alright, so yeah, that's Nosgoth. Morgan, thank you very much for joining me. Do some of your pitches for stuff that you do at FTG and Twitter and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I write reviews and previews and editorials and such at Front Doors Gamer. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Morgan R. Park.
Yeah. You can find me also doing similar stuff. We do watch this videos. We do first 30 minutes of gameplay. We do tons of video stuff, lots of guides, Front Doors Gamer. You can find me at Zabusan, ZABU_SAN on the Twitter. So, yeah, well, come back. We'll have a lot more watch stuff for you in the coming weeks. I'm going to bust my ass getting a lot of those out. So, we'll see you guys around.
See ya.